We're live. There it is. That's what it says. We're live. Did you get a warning?
I have not.
I didn't get anything. Of course, I never do. Battery charged?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anybody on there with us?
Nope. Are you on there? You're not even showing up.
There it is. I'm here.
You're the only one here.
One thumbs up.
That's you.
That's me.
I put it on Facebook. Did you put it on Facebook?
I put it everywhere.
You did?
There's two on there now.
Two people. Uh-oh. Someone we
Jason
don't.
and Amanda.
Phil Presnell.
Oh, hi, Phil.
Hi, Phil. Three thumbs up.
I take everything away and he calls and finds something else.
We have to go through this ritual with our puppy to get him to not be a dork during these videos, and he still is anyway. Oh, I hope everybody's doing good. We're going to wait a few minutes here and see if anyone shows up. I appreciate the fact that as you guys are showing up, you're hitting the like button. That's pretty awesome. That makes me feel good.
Okay, I'm back.
Let's see. RV bandwagon. All right. Wow, they got you like, what's up with the refugees? Yeah, we're here. That's a good thing. Actually, there's a lot of. So we're kind of wait for people to get here because a while back we had our live was called Things Change. Well, sometimes things change again. So it's yeah. You just never know. But yeah, things are changing for the better.
A couple days.
And I'm definitely going to try to share it with you guys. And RV bandwagon, you're probably going to want to really listen to this one tonight. It's going to be a good one for you. So, depending on what you're doing, but things are happening. Good and cleared. Did get the notification. Okay, well that's like 100%, huh?
All right.
You know what? Since we got this new camera, where I broke the bank. It was like $35, man. This thing has worked flawlessly.
Great camera, the best one we've ever had.
And I store it when we're done. Where did I put that thing? I put it in here. Planters, peanut, and it sits down here on the floor, so Knucklehead can't get to it.
He wouldn't chew on it though, but he might. I don't know what. Go hide it, bury it.
Come here, come on. I see you want to come up.
No,
everybody's waiting for you to come up.
I got to put his box of toys up so he'll let us do it live, because otherwise, don't know what to do.
Two more people. We get two more people. We'll start. Let's see. Let's see what's up. They're clear. No other business for me tonight. Just you. Good deal. And F and ads. What's that? Are you cussing at me? It's Jason.
That's what I got too. I went out of it and came back in, and it gave me an ad.
Did it?
Yeah.
That means we're making money.
Well, that's not us though. Until it renders and gets uploaded to YouTube.
Really?
YouTube makes that only.
Yeah. Well, they need it more than we do, I guess, huh?
They do.
Well, really, that's the only thing we do. We monetize our videos. So, I mean, we don't. Well, I'm going to do a commercial tonight, I think. But it won't be really profitable for us. It will be profitable for you. So, and some of you know what I'm talking about, but you probably don't really know what I'm talking about because we've.
He's a man of mystery.
I'm a man of mystery. So, what we did, we were gone. Hence, we're back. Reason why we're back is we
came home.
We had a grandson that turned 9. And so we went. His birthday party was last night, so we went there for that. And my daughter just wanted to donate to our tiny house fund, so she gave us, what the heck is that? Is that a big spider over there on the back of that chair? Looks like it.
It sure is.
Here, take this.
Oh, here, let me be the brave man for you.
Well,
I got it.
Oh, look at that's like some kind of tarantula or something. No, it's not a tarantula.
Oh, I missed.
No, there he is. He's hanging there. Get him.
That's how you do.
Get him.
Squish.
Carla's
That's how Bill catches bugs.
You know, I hate killing anything, but if they're in the house, and you know, I don't like them, especially spiders, because they come down on our face at night while we're sleeping and stuff in bed.
Bill goes,
yeah,
and then it falls, and he goes, I don't know where it went.
It's on your side of the bed.
And then he can't clean it.
But anyway, hey, Megavan.
I tried to email you, but didn't get to it, Mike. I'm glad you tuned in. Hopefully that means you got a notification.
So anyway, to finish up my thought before I saw a wild animal in our motorhome.
Lots of protein in those bugs.
Yeah, we got a washer, a dryer, and a refrigerator. So my daughter and her husband, they buy and sell houses all the time, and they buy these houses and it has stuff in them, and then they have, when they redo them, they put all new appliances. So these are pretty nice stuff. The only drawback is the dryer's gas. If we need electric, because we're going to be 100% electric when we build this little thing out here. So, but it's real nice fridge and everything. So I'm excited about that.
Mike says, no, I saw your post on YouTube, right? Oh, or the group page on Facebook, probably.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, I put it on mine too. So, that was our weekend. We did went pretty well. The drive went pretty well. The truck ran good. The trailer.
Oh my God.
We had to serve.
It's still bonged.
Yeah, what?
Quit.
But it didn't. The speedometer didn't quit or anything. It was just, I don't know. There's something. There's gremlins in the wiring of this truck, so I haven't figured out everything.
Slowly, Hitchhiker Kent. Hello, howdy. Everything's great.
Yeah, all is good. Yeah.
Thanks for commenting too.
Yeah. So anyway, we the trailer. I had a sneaky suspicion that the lights had been a problem. We went all the way to California and picked up our motorcycle shop and loaded it in our U-Haul trailer, which is our tow truck for hauling bikes.
Just an open utility trailer.
Yeah, and we drove it all the way back. And I thought the other day, well, we better check the lights. We had one driving light. That's all we had. There was nothing else working. And
what started it was we have no backup lights on the pickup, no reverse lights.
Yeah, and I still haven't figured that one out.
It was full of rainwater.
Yeah.
On the.
I drilled a hole. It's because for towing, I put 2 more sockets on each side, so we have brake lights and driving lights. And the one socket had come unplugged a little bit. The water was running down it. So the way I solved it is I fixed the plug and then I drilled a hole in the bottom, so if water gets in there again, it will drain out. So
now I have to figure out why we don't have reverse light.
Yeah, it's electrical. It's got to be a fuse blown somewhere. I haven't found it. So anyway, that's the way it's. I'll get it.
Day.
It's not like we need them. We hardly ever go backwards. We're always going forwards.
Now that you can't moonwalk anymore.
Right. Anyway, we've been using the new home version of the electrical zap thing. So.
Ken's machine.
Yeah. So anyway, we're talking about the trailer, and I mean, every time I wired something in the front, then I go to the back, and it still didn't work, and so I just was going back and forth. And wires, I was clipping wires, and anyway, finally, I just told her, "We're done." So we came in.
Many hours.
We came in, and the next day I went out there, and went about half an hour it was done.
If that.
So sometimes you just. I learned that working on motorcycles. Sometimes you spend so much time pounding your head against the wall. You go in, you lay down, you close your eyes, you wake up the next morning, and you've got it figured out. So, don't ever give up. Sometimes it just takes a good night's rest to get it figured out. Feels not moon. What? Feels not. It says feels not moonwalk. What is that?
Fun, fun, fun.
Yeah. No how it. So anyway, I'm going to give you the new change. The other day we were going to my physical therapy. As we were pulling in the driveway, I got a phone call. And it was from James Jenkins from Guardwood Services. And he said, "Hey, are you guys available in January?" I said, "What's up?" And he says, "Well, I need you. We need you back." And
well, you should refresh their memory about what happened.
Yeah, supposedly we've been doing the tent in Quartzsite for years. And that 1 year with COVID, they canceled it. Yeah. And
then the following year, it was real low numbers.
Yeah.
But we were there.
And then the next year, my leg happened.
Yes, which was this year.
Was this year.
January. So we go when we recruit gate guards for the oil fields down in Texas.
And anyway, he called me up and he said, "Hey, they had hired a lady to do all the recruiting, and apparently, I don't know, she had some kind of problem with it, and she quit. So now we're back. So we're going to be going. Now we'll be going to Quartzsite. So for the people that normally come and join us there and stuff, that will be seeing this, we're back in P13 at La-Z Daze RV in Quartzsite, Arizona.
Rickles. I usually on the Facebook group page I post all the information if you guys want to rent a space there and hang out with us.
It's $225 a month.
Yeah, plus have a really inexpensive place to stay that has full hookups.
Plus, it's you pay for your electrical, which is about $35 or $40 a month. So, and you're close to the tent. You could. Some people walk from there. Some people, we usually ride bikes. Well, we used to go just on our own.
Without working.
We go in now. We go in early. So we kind of need to drive. We're like the last people to leave after everybody else leaves. So anyway, we will be doing Guardwood services in the tent again this year with James. Yes. I told James he should come on here tonight.
But he's driving.
You don't think he could drive and watch
I don't
this?
know. You're supposed to drive.
It's Texas. You can do whatever you want. So if anybody on here right now is interested, the thing is the lowdown is that the OPEC is cutting back the oil supplies by 2 million barrels. There's all kinds of things going down. So that just is going to basically force the administration and everybody else to open it up to oil drilling here in the United States. Down here in Texas and stuff, it's all private land. So it's not something they have control over. They have control over the leasing of the government and stuff like that. But private lands, these are all ranch owners, and that's what we do. We're at the gate of the ranch when the trucks pull up or whatever. We log them in with an iPad, and when they leave, we log them out. And it's not hard work. If you're a couple with an RV, it's usually a 24-hour situation. You have a generator. Well, sometimes you have electricity just off a pole, but most of the time you have a generator, a water tank, and a sewer tank, and they pay you daily. For daily 24 hours, and you get paid every week, and I think it's $175 a day right now. And most of the time, you're able to watch TV, play on the computer. Truck pulls up, you get a bing. They have a little alarm that goes off inside your RV. You go outside, you log the truck in or log it out, whatever you got to do, and then they go their way. So, and there's a lot of little perks to it too. They do a lot with food. I know we always eat a lot when we're down there, and you get to know some really interesting, cool people.
And they also have solo jobs if you're single.
Yeah.
As long as you got an RV.
But I think it's going to be a big deal, and I think a lot of the normal RV jobs, Amazon's cutting back, A lot of these companies
Yeah.
are starting to cut back because the business is just kind of going down. And the advantage that we have as full-time RVers is we can move around. So if I'm in Texas, well, let's say California. Say I'm in California and the economy goes to crap there, which it has a long time ago. You could go where the economy's good. And this is one of the options, and it's been going good for a long time. And I know there are people that are on here that have done it before. So, what is the insurance required? There is no insurance required. They take care of pretty much the only thing that you will have is you have to get a class 2 security license. And you and your spouse or whatever you're doing, right? It's hard to you got to be politically correct anymore. So the other person, it takes 2 people to run a gate 24 hours. Most of your singles are going to be working 12-hour shifts at a kiosk.
Right.
So if you're a couple, you want to be on a gate where you're in your RV hooked up, so you're together. If you're a single, they usually won't let you do unless it's a 12-hour gate. They're not going to let you do a 24-hour gate because if someone comes in and you've been up for 16 hours, you're not going to feel like getting up, and someone has to respond when the chime goes off to go out and log log people in and out. So this is going to be a pretty good gig, and I've already talked to James. I think when we get ready to leave there, we're going to go from Quartzsite, and we're going to do because I want to get this thing out here. I'd actually like to spend 10 months to just do the big building, but it's pretty good money. You make over 5,000 a month, and they don't tax you on it. You're on a 1099. So the disadvantage is you have to pay your own taxes. The advantage to it is you get a lot more write-offs. So we always do just the short form, so we pay the maximum amount every year. But when you're gate guarding, then you can do some write-offs on it. You can actually write off a portion of your motorhome and your phones and different stuff like that. So depends on who you have as a tax person is how much more you're going to get.
Hi, Yanni.
There's Yanni.
Hey, Artho Crofty. Anyway, you guys most of you have heard us talk about gate guarding before.
I don't, RV bandwagon, I know there's a couple of companies that might require that, but gate guard one, you're pretty much handled. Once you get your license, you have, I think they have some kind of insurance for you, don't they? Or the oil companies do, one of the two.
Well, for what?
I don't know. You see what he said here? Our gate guard said liability insurance required.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Guard one doesn't have that.
Yeah, we've never had to.
I mean, you have to have vehicle insurance.
Yeah.
That is one thing they stipulate. Maybe that's what they're talking about. And hello, Mountain Laurel. Thanks for joining and saying hi from North Carolina. Mega Van Mike, I'm thinking ahead of making plans for on the road. For example, health insurance. It's stumping me. You're young still, Mike. That was a struggle for us. We went with a MetaShare, which I don't recommend. It was good for the first couple of years, and then they got really stinky. It belonged to the Mennonites, and then the Mennonites sold it to a corporation, and it just went really, really bad. They still owe us money. I can't get them to return our phone calls, messages, anything. So I don't recommend MetaShare, but there's another one called Samaritans. There's a couple of them out there, but that's what we did. It's kind of like a medical sharing type of insurance. Everybody just kind of
it's a Christian-based thing. The one requirement that they kind of ask for is that you are a Christian.
Right. Lonely Hitchhiker said about feels not moonwalk. I know how it feels not to be able to moonwalk.
Yeah. I saw a lady today.
Two Eggs keep saying they have a surprise. when you leave it like that, it really leaves it open for interpretation. Should I guess?
When did she say that? When did they say that? I don't
Greg,
see it.
right there.
The interior. There's Claudia.
Hey, Claudia. Hi, Ronnie.
Yes, we're going to Quartzsite again. Yay! Aren't you glad? See,
the interior wall starts tomorrow. Okay.
No. I'll be honest with you,
awesome.
Claudia. We that was one of the worst parts about not going there, was not going to be able to see you guys, and
yeah.
And but I mean, the thing was is the price of fuel and everything to get there, and then if we were going to have some kind of gig, and then my brother-in-law, her brother, he used to live in Lake Havasu, so when
they moved.
when we were done working, we would go spend a couple of weeks with them, and they moved to near us. They're over here in Oklahoma. We see them more now than we did when they were in Quartzsite.
We do.
So
awesome.
the thing about it is that we're probably going to go there, and we'll stay the month like we always do. And I have a friend of mine in Scottsdale, Arizona, and he'll probably come over there and spend a few days because he just bought an RV and he hasn't even used it yet. And he's kind of doesn't know anything about it, so he was kind of hoping that he could come over there and we could walk him through how to turn everything on, make everything work. And I said, no problem. So he'll probably be coming for that, maybe spend a week or whatever. I don't know. He might stay longer or whatever. Anyway, and then we'll go by and stay. We stay he lives on a cul-de-sac. We just park in the street next to his house, and we have water and electricity and all that stuff. So
RV bandwagon, the position starts as soon as you guys are ready, basically. They've got gates and they've got positions available right now. So if you want to know any more, I think I gave you the information to call Bill, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have my phone number, don't you?
Hey, Brad. Hey, Diana.
Rehab done, huh?
Too.
Not me.
Oh, no.
No, I got a long ways to go. Long ways to go.
And just to be clear, guys, the surprise that Two Eggs has is the interior of their metal building is going to start to be putting in tomorrow.
Right. They got their outsides all done, and their
really
roll-up
nice.
doors are all done. And
we need to go see it in person.
Yeah, Brad, we just announced we will be coming to Quartzsite this year, so it was kind of hard. We held off for a while before we said we were going to do it, and I had a feeling
it's going to take off when we go to Quartzsite from rehab.
Well, we'll still be doing.
Yeah, we'll do what we do, but not.
She does a foot massage on me twice a day, and then I do the little bug zapper on my leg twice a day. But when we go to the thing, man, they drive pins down in my leg and shock the nerves.
Like acupuncture, and then they put wires on it and turn the toaster on. Yes, definitely a fire after the rain next week, you guys. We're going to have a campfire here. If anybody wants to join us, we do have a spot.
I'll tell you what, if he doesn't have my number. So
we did call Bill? Oh, I had your number. Oh, thought I had your number, but not. Okay.
Anyway, go to Economic Refugees RV at
gmail.com.
gmail.com. And
or you know what? You can just contact Dalton. He'll give it to you.
Yeah. Hear that? Yeah, you can contact Dalton.
Either way.
Or you can contact me there and either give me your number or an email, and I'll give you my number. I would put my number on here. I really am not afraid of anybody that's on here, but the thing is after when this thing goes in the replay, then I don't know who's watching. So the people here I wouldn't have a problem with, because I see you guys pretty much every week. We have a pretty close group of people that watch us. We get new people. We got a couple of new people.
A new one. As far as I know, I've not heard a comment.
And then the other gentleman that was on there, he's what was his name here? What's his name? He was just on there. The hitchhiker guy.
Oh, Lonely Hitchhiker. Yeah, new one also.
The Lonely Hitchhiker. Yeah. And that's John Combs guy. We ever heard of him?
I think he's a new person too.
Yeah, he's new, all right.
Yeah.
He's a mental case. We've known John 40 years or something like that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Too long. He's a mental case.
He'd have
Yeah.
to be your friend.
Yep. What are you talking about? Married
They
our
know.
mailman.
They know.
Or
He
mail
mailed our
lady.
mail lady. He married
Mail
our mail
lady,
lady.
not, well, she was, I guess technically they call it mailman, but it's a mail woman. There she is. There's the mail woman. Hey.
Hi, Patty.
Yeah, John's getting to be like me. He's getting to be a white hair.
Yeah.
Yep. I used to have really dark brown hair. Look at it now. From marriage.
Trying to talk him into being Santa for Christmas.
Yeah.
They make good money, from what I hear.
Yeah, we talked to a guy one time. He said, what was it? 2 months he made $45,000.
Yeah.
That's better than gay guarding.
Right?
The only trouble is you got all those little wet kids sitting all over your lap and slobbering on you, and you know. And
I remember our family's first grandchild was my sister's little girl, and we took her to see Santa when she was like 2. And you sit the kid on Santa's lap, and they're fine because they're looking at you. But then all of a sudden, out of their peripheral vision, they see this fuzzy white thing, and they turn around, and then they lose their minds.
And now you got to make them smile for a picture.
Then we teach them not to talk to strangers, and we put them in their lap.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, they gave her a sucker to calm her down, and she's putting it in her mouth and getting it all gooey, and then she turned and looked at him again and just lost her mind and went like this. And the sucker got stuck in his beard, and she wanted to pull it like this to take it with her, and his beard came and he had acne really bad. He was probably all of 18. I still have that picture. He looked very worried. Been watching y'all since Brian helped start y'all up. Just got so I can comment. Oh man, you're an old timer then.
Yeah.
It's good to see you comment. Thank you so much for all your viewership.
Well, I guess Brian's little trip kind of went. Yeah. And
okay.
He was asking for ideas, and I wrote him and said, well, what you do is if you can't get your bike fixed, you rent a U-Haul van and you load your bike up and you take it to where you can get it fixed. And he said, thanks for that, because I had a flat tire one time. There was 4 of us and we were riding. This was back in the early 90, like 90 or 91. And we were coming through Merced area, and I had a flat tire. This guy was on the side of the road. This guy came by with a pickup truck, and man, he helped us load it in, took us to Merced Harley Davidson, and they did my flat. Well, when they did my flat, they forgot to put one of the wheel spacers in that loads the bearings, and I had like 60 or 70 pounds of gear on the back of my bike where we'd been on the ride for like a week. And we got out of the freeway at 70 miles an hour, and the rear end of that bike let go. And I mean, I'll tell you what, I was everywhere, frontwards, backwards, sideways. And I mean, I don't know how I kept the bike up straight, but I ended up getting it over the side of the road. And one of the other guys, I said, you know what, screw this, let's just go get a U-Haul truck. So I jumped on the back of his bike. We found a U-Haul dealer. I came back with a truck and loaded the bike. And then one of the other guys just got tired. I think it was Wade or something, decided they were just tired of riding, so we just loaded them down. Hey, Steve. Anyway, we loaded the bikes up and headed home. And I don't want to tell you the rest of that story because it still makes me mad today, but it was not a good deal. So I don't know if Steve knows, but we are going to Quartzsite. There's my son, Steve. And I saw Cindy was here a little while ago.
She's still there.
Is she? So 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right? I remember one time when 4 or 5 of us lifted a motorcycle in the back of a truck. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's one thing nice about my trailer is there's no lifting involved. You just roll it right in there. Trailer rode good this weekend. Yeah.
He said you told him about Quartzsite.
So, yep. So we're going. That's good. Make us a little chunk of money. And they're like, hey, are you over there eating your, what do you think, you're a buffet or something? He's over there chewing on his leg. Anyway, so then hopefully maybe do a month or two of gate guarding. Like I say, the happiest day of gate guarding is the day you leave. But the thing is it's, we have had friends who've gone there and worked for 10 years. And we have another Dave Rice, which we were talking, we haven't seen him on here for a while. He's usually been on here, and Teresa's been on here.
Yeah,
We haven't seen Teresa. She's been busy. They made her a boss. She's one of the supervisors.
Guard company.
Yeah, guard one.
Yeah.
So anyway, um, when I met Dave, he was kind of like trying to figure out what he was going to do, and he has kind of a problem with his leg and stuff. And we got him signed up, and I said, just go and try it, man. If you can't do it, you can't do it.
Third year.
At least, yeah. It made longer than it was before COVID. It's been.
I'm super impressed with how cool the gate guarding guy is being to you. He really is. We really like him a lot. He's
and he called us today, and he goes, "So what size jackets do you wear?" What do you mean? He goes, "We're gonna get jackets, man."
He said something about shirts too.
Yeah, shirts. Well, he always gives us shirts, but they're kind of they got these gigantic stickers on them. It's like
plastic, and
I just want he's gonna have this all embroidered, real nice. He's gonna get nice, either real nice sweatshirts or real nice jackets. So, and that's not for everybody. The gate guards. Yeah. This is because we're in that tent. You guys have no idea. You go into that tent, you think we're in Quartzsite, Arizona. It's going to be hot. But when you walk in that tent, sometimes it's 40 degrees.
Like a meat locker.
It's got its own weather system inside of there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's freaking cold, man. And it's you get to shake it, and then when all the people get in there, then all of a sudden it gets hot. You get all the people breathing and body heat and everything. Then it gets really hot in there, and then. But yeah, that first part of the morning is chilly.
Oh, Steph, you want an XL jacket? We'll talk to James. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy, and we always tell him we love him, and he always tells us he loves us. Yeah. So he's just one of those type of guys in your life that you just, we were sad because it's like we go out to eat, and then we do ice cream, we do all kinds. Well, we're working in the tent. Somebody's always away from
last year,
the stand.
There was no, Thrifty ice cream. If you know Thrifty ice cream, you know that's good ice cream. And they have a stand there at the tent if you've ever been, but they didn't have it last year. We were heartbroken.
I bet you they come back though.
Of course, you were barely there, so you didn't even know it was.
Well, I'll be there this time.
Yeah.
I'll still need a chair, but I'll still be there. Cage goes, we take Cage. Huh?
Are you guys getting buffering?
Who's getting buffering?
Mountain Laurel, North Carolina. Steph, you getting buffering? You're in North Carolina.
No idea. Never been there.
Well, you guys need to make it a.
Yeah, you should go with us. That's what you should do. That should be your one trip this year.
Because they won't have anything else to do. It will be wintertime.
Okay, so Steve says.
Yeah.
My son said close out.
Okay.
And reboot up on.
Are you guys getting storms right now, Steve?
Anybody else having problems?
John says thumbs up, okay.
What I'm looking at, we're looking good, right? You're looking at it.
Yeah.
So.
But if they're both in Carolina.
Yeah.
Lonely Hitchhiker Cat, you're in North Carolina too. Wow.
Huh.
Okay, that's good for you. Yeah, Mountain Laurel, close out and then come back on. Maybe it'll straighten itself out.
No good weather, huh? 2 eggs in one basket. They say it's good. We could throw a rock and hit the Verizon tower from here. So we always
could throw a rock and hit 2 eggs, 1 basket from here too.
Yeah, we could just throw a rock in the air and hit their vehicle. So yeah, you guys
Brad says it's fine.
should start. Yeah, no, we have 12 likes right now. You guys should look into taking a little vacation. If nothing else, go and spend a couple of weeks.
17.
Yeah.
Oh, in chat, wait.
Or a month. We stay for a month, and
12 likes.
we just do. Well, we used to do bicycle riding. I don't know. Maybe we should take the bicycles this year. Think I could ride it? Maybe. Try it.
Yeah, but we're going to be working, so there won't be time to.
We're going to be there a
Where are you
month.
going to ride your bike? The tent will be closed, so we're ready to ride bikes. We could go to Mexico on the bikes.
We work basically 9.5 days is what we work.
Lonely Hitchhikers neighbors with Steve. Town-wise.
Oh, yeah?
How funny. Small world.
Yeah, but you got to watch out. He's one of us, so be careful, Lonely Hitchhiker. I'm going to warn you. Yeah, so anyway, that's our exciting news for this week. So, got to have something exciting every week, right?
Every week. You know us. We're just a party.
So how many people are planning? Are you coming again this year? I'm sure Brad will be there. Brad and Diana. They always end up coming.
Yeah. And Ron and Claudia.
Ron and Claudia, they're always there. But I wonder, are you guys still on here? Did you guys get an RV yet?
Oh, yeah.
You were going to get like a travel trailer or something last I heard. I don't know. They're not going to answer. Probably gone.
Took Claudia a long time to figure out how to text on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. Or no, please don't throw a rock.
Yeah.
Just saw that.
It's almost getting campfire time again.
That's what they said. After the rain next week, you want a campfire.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For sure. We'll see what goes on with the building. Yes. Near Asheville.
Okay, so Brad will be there.
Mount Laurel's near Asheville.
Yeah. Huh. Well, one good thing about Quartzsite for us is that we go there and we kind of do drive arounds.
Well, we can go to Mexico again.
Yeah. Yeah, Mexico. That's a good thing because we go there and get glasses, teeth, medications,
tacos,
shrimp tacos, and just kind of cruise around. Don't eat the Mexican ice cream. That's terrible, huh?
Oh yeah.
It's yuck.
Nothing.
But yeah, but.
And the drywall, 2 eggs says. Depends on how the building goes and how the drywall goes. So anybody have any words of wisdom on drywalling yourself? Like you're doing
drywalling yourself.
You're doing an addition and you decided to take on the chore of drywalling. Any ideas? Shrimp tacos, yum.
Yeah. They went with us last year.
I want a general consensus of opinion on drywalling an addition yourself.
Yeah, lots of mud, lots of sanding, and tape. You got to get the tape.
Lots of mud. Hire a pro. Hire someone. Yep. 2 eggs is doing it themselves. And that's why I think they should have a YouTube channel.
RV Bandwagon, are you on Facebook? See if they answer. Do 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 do.
Best advice, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Drywall.
Well, you know the thing with
what not to do.
Good drywallers, man. They rock and roll, man.
They make bank.
Hey,
you remember the guy that did ours, Frank?
Yeah. What was
Tiny
weird is when we built our house, we did a big add-on to our house, and the guy who poured the slab, he didn't get it square. And the framers came and they said, "Well, your slab's not square." And I said, "It's not." I didn't know at that point. They said, "No, it's not, but we can fix it. We could do it." So they did it. So then the drywallers came and they said, "Did you know your framers? It's not square." I said, "Yeah, the slab's not square," so they had to do what they could do. And then the finished carpenter came to do all. Did you know that the drywall's not square? I said, "Yeah." And then the guy was terrible. I mean, the he built our back patio was like a boat ramp, and then my driveway, the water ran through my garage.
What about the kitchen?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There was a speed bump.
Yeah, there was like and I was over there with a hammer and a chisel, trying to chisel down where he did. I don't know. He sucked so bad.
And then he wanted to get paid so he could go on vacation before he finished the job.
RV Bandwagon, are you on Facebook? Try that again.
Did a ton of drywall last year for a pizza joint in Oregon. I feel that we need to do something ourselves to say, yes, we did something. You guys did do something. I mean, the plans alone were, and you guys get to pick all the everything and measurements of all the rooms. I thought you did phenomenally.
So anyway, if RV Bandwagon, if you want to go under Bill McLean, McLain, and friend me on Facebook, and then we could do something on that too if you're on Facebook.
Yeah, one thing they do at Two Eggs, everybody, is they watch lots of videos on how to do stuff, so they should be fine.
Yeah, it's just a lot of work. It's real dusty, and it's a tough job. I've done it. I didn't like it. No. There's a lot of things I do that I don't like fixing wiring on a trailer. Four freaking wires, man. I'm telling you what, when a motorcycle has a problem, I just rip everything off and just start all over again. On this stupid thing, I need to get a wiring loop for it. It's crazy. It goes through these little tiny tubes. And,
metal channel.
And we were there at my daughter's, and one of the couples that came over, the guy's wife was just, "Wow, is that your trailer out there?" I said, "Yeah." "Oh, that's the coolest." I mean, the thing was built in the 50s, late 50s.
It's a ghetto looking trailer.
And but it's solid steel. I mean, if you want to change lanes, all you do is kind of do this and get that trailer going like this, and all of a sudden you got 4 lanes to choose from. That thing, nobody wants to run into it because
they know it looks.
I'll tell you what, that trailer take out a new car, no problem.
It looks like it's hit a few cars.
So, but she just kept telling me, "Oh man, if you ever want to sell that thing," I'm like, and I told her I got a guy. The way I got that trailer was as a guy wanted to get his bike, and he didn't have the money, but he had this trailer. He owed me $200, and he said, "Hey, would you be interested in a U-Haul trailer and send the $200?" I said, "Well, bring it by. Let me see it." And I said, so he did. He brought it by, and I said, "Yeah, okay, take your bike." But it had like a 15-inch wheel and tire and a 14-inch wheel and tire, and none of the lights worked. And I did a bunch of work on it, got it all the lighting work and everything, but I load that thing out all the freaking time. Mm-hmm. And people were bringing it back, and the front thing was almost snapped off and had the weld in it. And
the wiring loop was dragged on the
But that trailer has saved people a ton of money because people have used that thing. I've loaded people for like a week, and they move all their friends. And
so he said Scott Michael on Facebook, but I never go there.
Yeah, well,
can we message you?
Instant message you. Let's see. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see. It's got a backslash or something though, right?
What does?
His name.
No.
It did. Go back up there where he had it. He put his name up there, Scott Michael.
Yeah. Uh, have to Dremel the moss off the board first. Oh, really? Oh man.
After what?
They said they have to Dremel the moss off the up there at the building. Their building. Did you guys get drywall delivered already, or what are you having to Dremel the moss off of? What board? The wood?
Well, where was his thing? Oh, /Facebook.
That's not it. You don't have to put /Facebook.
I can't get him.
Okay.
Apparently, he doesn't have instant messenger.
I don't know.
One mutual friend, Scott Michael Anderson, Steve McLean. Oh boy.
Different Scott Michael.
Lives in Colorado Springs. That would be you. Oh, just hit my email, Economic Refugees RV.
Oh, that's right.
At hotmail.com or at
what
hotmail.
Two Eggs is talking about is they bought a
Gmail.
They bought a 9-foot slab, probably longer than 9 feet, slab of raw wood. It's got raw edge, you know. It's real pretty, but it's got. I mean, it's real wood, so it's been out in the elements and whatnot, you know, and it's got stuff growing on it. But then they're gonna epoxy it. I think that's what you call it for a bar. It's gonna be beautiful.
Huh.
11 foot. Boy.
I am Lie a Ghost on Facebook.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, that board is walnut. It's really pretty. I liked it.
Yeah, fruit wood is always kind of cool. And oak, like the oak. Well, we do our little thing here. We have like our closets and our laundry play, you know, our dirty clothes and all that is in the bathroom. So when you go in to take a shower and everything, when you get out, all your clothes are there. It's really handy, yeah.
Here?
Yeah, in the motorhome.
Yeah. Hey,
and I want to do that in our
how
bathroom.
thick is that piece of wood, Jason? And what do you think it weighs? I've only seen a picture of it. We're going to cut 5 feet off to make nightstands. Oh, that would be nice.
Well,
so it'll be a 6-foot long bar. That's plenty long enough.
Yeah, I built the bar and then I turned it into a coffee bar.
Yeah.
It was a wet bar too. I had a sink and the whole thing. But yeah, it was good. I liked it better as a coffee bar than a bar.
So did I.
Especially when I quit drinking.
So did I.
Yeah. That's coming up again too, huh?
Yep.
It's going to be 22 years, right?
Yeah. About 4 inches thick and 150 pounds.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, don't hit anyone with it. You'll kill them.
Did we leave the bar top, Patty? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we left all that. We did. The only thing we took out were our fireplace inserts.
And we sold those.
Yeah.
So. And the people that bought the house
took the fireplace out.
The front room had the living room in it. I mean the fireplace in it. Do you remember? They walled it off. Like the fireplace is still on the outside. You can see the brick of it, but they drywalled over where the fireplace was, which means they tore off all the stone on the inside, all that. It's all walled over. I don't know why.
Yep.
I don't know how they heat it because that's how we heated it, and it's not cheap. Yeah. Yep. Ask me how I know, because I'm a Facebook stalker. I saw pictures on their Facebook page.
Of what?
The people that own our old house.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, you saw them?
Well, yeah, it's yes, yeah. But I saw the living room where they changed that.
Gotta watch out for
And
her. She
not
spies
only
on
that,
everybody.
but Cindy went there.
Yeah.
She
I used
stopped.
to live here as a
She
little
stopped
girl.
one day and she
Yeah.
knocked on the door. She's like, "I know you guys will probably think this is weird, but I grew up in this house." And the guy did not want to let her in at first, and he's like, I guess, but I can only let you stand here in the living room." So they went inside, and Cindy goes, "Check underneath the windowsill right here." And she had taken one time whenever we painted, she took her finger and she wrote her initials or her name underneath the windowsill, and it was still there. And the guy checked it, and he's like, "Oh, B, you really did grow up here." It was still there. Cute story.
And for everybody that's watching, including people that are watching this on a replay, please hit the like button for us, please. That helps us a lot. By watching it helps us, and by hitting the like thing, that helps us a lot because we nothing nothing bothers me more than watching these people with YouTube channels, and they do commercials on their YouTube channel. So you got to watch for 5 minutes while they're trying to sell you some stupid thing.
Oh, because it's been sponsored by.
Yeah, sponsored by drives me crazy. Oh,
There's some channels though that I like watching it because they're very comedic when they're talking about the product.
Yeah.
And I like watching that.
And we've been hit up to do all these different products and stuff like that, and I just don't want to be obligated to try to convince people. We did one thing one time, it was those towels.
Yeah.
And the only reason
But
why
it
we did it is
sponsored.
because the towels were really good, and
Right.
then the other day we gave them to somebody.
Yeah.
Got rid of them, so it just storing things and carrying things.
The design of them was, we liked the idea because they were lightweight and they dried really quick, but it was like drying off with a chamois. So
yeah.
But I mean, if you're living in a van or something like that, it was good for that. Or if you're backpacking and traveling, like that way.
I like using old bath towels to dry.
Yes, you do. I'm telling you, we've got towels in the bathroom that we've had for 12 years.
Well, you won't let me have for the truck, so they're still on there. When you give them to me, I'll buy you some new ones.
Yeah, when you buy me some new ones, I'll give them to you.
Well, there's just a sequence of events that have to happen, and I'm the one that has to decide what the sequence of events is.
Patty said, "I've always wanted to go back to my childhood home."
Not me. I lived in the same house till I was 17. I left home when I was 17 and never went back.
Jason
I don't think I ever went back in that house again after I left.
Probably not.
I didn't.
Well, why would you? You don't live there.
Yeah.
Jason said he thought he was going to put that wood on sawhorses and epoxy all over the top of it over the garage floor.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Dirt, you can go out and do it in the dirt. I need sawhorses. That's what I got to get because I got all this metal out here. We got to get started. I'd like to do the roof on this shed.
Whenever he starts this, we're gonna be videoing and putting that content.
And it will be like a crazy nonstop, got to get it done type situation. So probably should get on it pretty quick. So.
Well, yeah. Anyway, if he doesn't start soon, it's not going to happen until after his next surgery.
Yeah, I think RTR this year is kind of going to be like it was last year. It's going to be
not.
It's not going to be
orchestrated or organized.
It's going to be just people go out there. That's what is it? What is it? Scatterwash or whatever.
Wash.
Anyway, it's because the thing was Bob Wells. He was getting to the point where they were wanting all this insurance and all these things. It was just getting to be, and he didn't want to charge people to go to that thing. And then he moved to over there by going to Parker, and then he had to charge for people to go there, and the people weren't camping there; they were camping somewhere. Anyway, That's the thing. We stay at a campground. If you wanted to come to the campground, you pay for your thing, and that's it. But you get free hookups or full hookups, and you get all that kind of stuff, and and we just get right there around P and J are the rows. So anywhere close to there.
I mean, you could stay anywhere, but
yeah,
that's where we're at.
That's where we stay at, and we've stayed there. This would be our 8th year there.
Yeah, not counting the very first year we went.
Yeah.
The camper, the Lance.
Yeah. Well, we used to stay at Rose.
Yeah.
Rose RV, and it was boondocking, but they had a dump station and water there, and and they charge you like $20 to dump and refill your water tank.
The boondock. And
then it was like $7 or $10 a day to stay. Anyway, by the time we got all done doing all that, we basically were paying as much as it would cost us to stay in this campground, and we didn't have electricity, and we were using our own diesel fuel and everything to run our generator. So
you are not wrong, Gareth Jones, and hello.
Yeah.
The road to Skadden-Wash is horrific.
Yeah,
especially if you're in an RV.
Yeah, we never took our RV out.
We traveled it in our truck, but
our campground is right there. You just come out of there and you go on the road alongside the freeway. We're right there.
The first road you can turn right on.
We used to go out there because we've met Eric, Fanatic.
Hey, Teresa!
There you are. We've been talking about you. Anyway, we're back on for Quartzsite. We're going to be working that. So yay! Anyway, Brian, we go out and see Brian and Nomadic Fanatic and some other people and
2 Eggs. What do you mean? Where is that? Skadden-Wash? It's in Quartzsite. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's where they all go out and boondock out in this area, but it's hard. You wouldn't want to take your motorhome out.
Quartzsite.
Yeah, it's a good place to take a van.
Us too, Teresa. Us too. We're so glad.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, and then that one year it rained out there so bad, and they had such a hard time.
Yeah.
People were
they
had to go out there and dig their fill holes in so they could get out of where they were at. So, Quartzsite's like everywhere else. Things could get weird.
Mount Laurel, Quartzsite would be nice. Yep.
Yeah, what's nice about it is when it's freezing cold here, it's nice and warm there. At least in the 70s usually.
Sometimes it can be cold there too, though.
Well, at night, but not during the day. It's usually pretty good.
Sometimes we've gone to Mexico and it's been cold, so windy.
She was wearing a sweatshirt today. It was 80 plus degrees. I don't understand. She's something wrong up there with your thermometer.
It really is truly a big tent. But
it
is quite the circus.
It is. It's a really big tent.
Yeah.
And the worst part about it is they lay this carpet down and you're stepping down and you never know when you're going to twist your foot and stuff.
Because they lay it over rocks.
You got to be really careful how you walk there.
It's like a giant parking lot full of rocks, and a lot like what's out here.
Yeah, it's like I got new shoes today though, and they got a really bitchin' sole on them. So my last ones, I wear the Skechers, and they make a couple of different kinds of Skechers. And if you get the wrong Skechers,
knockoff, probably.
They're like real thin and soft sole. They're like more like tennis shoes or something. And these are work shoes, and they're anti-slip, and they're real solid, so they don't give. Because walking on these rocks kills my foot. The wash place. Oh, okay. Yeah. Where we're at, I mean, it'll rain, and it'll get a little water, in the campsites, but I mean, a couple of inches. It doesn't get real deep, and it's usually gone in a couple of hours. So.
In case anybody has any questions right now,
I'll be right back.
Teresa Burr that just popped on there, you guys see her. She works, she's the supervisor person. You can ask her any questions and she can answer them, right, Teresa?
Why is the sky blue?
Smart Alec. She's worked for Guard 1 services for how many years? I think we said 3, Teresa? And we met Teresa in Quartzsite, so that was cool. She camped in the next row over from us. Blue. You lost me, John. I forgot what we were talking about. You are still on here, aren't you, Teresa? Eric, are you going to Quartzsite this year? Obviously, you've been there before if you know how bad Scad and Wash is. John, that's all I get, LOL. What is blue? Blue what? Because there are no clouds. Oh, I forgot what he said.
What?
Why is the sky blue?
Yeah, well, you said
John
Teresa
said
can.
blue?
Teresa can answer any kind of question. So.
And she said, because there are no clouds. Duh.
Oh.
Perfect answer. Patty the sky. Yeah, but John said blue question mark, so that must mean he's colorblind.
Yep.
I asked Eric if he's going to Quartzsite. I might go this year. I missed it last year. I was in Yuma. Yes, now I'm up to speed. Thanks.
Well, Yuma's nice. We go to Yuma every year, but we usually do that because we're going to Mexico.
Yeah. We stopped at that Yuma Territorial Prison. I never want to do that again.
Yeah, there's a lot of creepy in there.
It was a real bad creep feeling.
Kind of gives you a real negative feeling. So
yeah,
there's some cool history down there in Yuma. Definitely a interesting place.
Teresa says her signal's yucky.
Well, of course you're in Texas.
Teresa, you need.
That's one thing about gate guarding. You want to ask because one of the secrets in gate guarding is that my daily prayer.
You're so holy.
Yeah. The thing is if you get along the highways, like 35 or any of the highways, you always get really good internet. But if you get way back in the middle of nowhere, and we do not take our rig. We did one time, and I told him I didn't want to go down a long dirt road, and this guy took us about 26 miles back, and then we got there, and it was a mess. I told him, I said, I'm not working here.
It's raining. Teresa says that's why your signal's yucky.
So you don't necessarily.
I don't like Yuma either.
You don't like it? You don't necessarily have to accept a gate if you don't like it. I mean, that's just you don't want to keep saying, no, I don't want this one, I don't want that one. I mean, if you're gonna nitpick them to death, they're gonna just not call on you unless But for the most part, I mean, this one was, I told them, because for a lot of reasons. One of the things is when you get to be our age, you kind of get a little more concerned if something happens to you and you're 26 miles from the road and there's no internet, that kind of stuff, and you have a problem medically. So we kind of like to be. We were down in Laredo, which everybody's like, oh, we don't want to go to Laredo. That's where all the illegal aliens are. But we didn't have any problems. No. We didn't have any problems at all. And Laredo has everything. It's a big town, has everything there, and you have great internet.
We'll send a helicopter.
Yeah, well, if you call somebody to get a helicopter.
Not every gate looks like the picnic pictures people post.
Yeah.
That's true.
We've had pretty decent gates, though, for the most part.
We did have one where we were like right up on the road, like of the traffic coming in, where we couldn't put the awning out. They were so
Well, that
close.
was Laredo.
Yes.
Last
That
time
was-
in Laredo.
I
Well,
mean, it was fine. It was doable, but it was a little nerve-wracking.
what happened is there was two gates. They had a
Entrance and exit.
and the thing was is the rancher didn't want anyone coming in on the one gate, so everybody had to come in on this one gate. And we were in order to put our slide out, we had to move closer to the road. So I mean, some of those rigs would come through there and they'd have big equipment and stuff on them. You got to be real careful because they'll just take your awning back to the back of the drill place there.
Yeah, Teresa's talking about how they'll send a helicopter if you get sick and air flight you out. But
yeah.
Also, Eric said I'm going to get Starlink for my motorhome, and it is big money, John. You are correct. Starlink is I don't know.
You need to do a little research into it because
it's big money and it doesn't always work.
It doesn't always work. Sometimes they've been allowing more and more people to get. Before they restricted it, but now they're allowing a lot more people on it, and sometimes it's real low the upload and the download. So if you watch Nomadic Fanatic, he did a thing on it, and he actually showed how bad it was. So,
yeah, he did.
But he got it. He ended up getting it, but he's not sure whether he's going to keep it or not because
it's really expensive.
Yeah, it was $600 for the equipment. Then it's like
what we have found in traveling across the country mostly, and I say mostly because we've not been on the East Coast at all. The Verizon seems to work the best, has the best connectivity.
And we're doing this video right now.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. We have unlimited Verizon 4G, and we just got a new box from them. And Verizon, if you're listening, it's still not working right. It's not charging the battery. Right. And I spent a day and a half on the freaking phone trying to get a satisfaction out of them.
And the supervisor was going to call you
and
back.
They were supposed to call me.
Ago.
And I'm going to call them back. I should do that tomorrow. And I'm going to insist on I understand what the other person is saying. Drives me crazy when I'm trying to explain to somebody what's going on. I can't understand what you're saying.
They outsource their calls, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, and you can insist on somebody that understands you and you understand them. Because I don't care if they're a foreigner, as long as I can understand what they're saying and they understand what I'm saying. Yeah, yes, they don't.
Eric, that's what I'm saying about the Verizon. Not always does it work well. I can't remember if you said where you're at, but yeah, where he's at right now, AT&T and Verizon aren't so great.
Yeah, well, we were in a place called Faith Ranch. I'm sure Teresa's heard of that. Yeah. And one day we did 1,200 trucks in a 12-hour shift, Darla and I by ourselves.
The Verizon didn't work very well there.
And so it didn't work at all.
Yeah.
And
we got AT&T and it didn't work very well.
And they had a tower. We could see the freaking tower, and it didn't work. I mean, it was crazy. And we just got prepaid phones, and it was might as well just take it and throw it out in the desert. That's how good it worked. But you could get like 5 miles down the road, or Verizon's would work.
Yeah. And that we just did month to month because we were only there. We were there too long.
Yeah, well, it paid pretty good. They paid.
Yeah,
it was
12 hours.
It was like combat pay is what it was.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm at Rancho Oso, Santa Barbara.
Oh. Okay.
Well, they don't have cell phones there. They pay people with $100 bills to go tell people what they want. No.
San Diego's nice.
That's not San Diego.
Rancho Oso?
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara. Sorry. I meant Santa Barbara. I did mean
Santa
Barbara.
To surf up there at Gaviota. Up above Gaviota up there at the ranch. Huh? It's north. There we go. It's north of Gaviota State Beach up there. And you get in the boat and go up.
Faith is AT&T. Gaviota, nice wave. Gaviota's beautiful. Teresa knows that.
Yeah. Well, if you go up above, that's where all those movie stars and all that have all that. I think Travolta had a place up there too and stuff. And if your board went onto the shore, as soon as the water went away, they shot them apart. So
Hey, Dougie and Helen.
never had to. Hey, Helen's here too. Yay!
Helen's here too.
All right, guys. Well, we got to go now. We're actually over tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Doug, did you hear? We're coming. We're coming to Quartzsite.
We're coming to Quartzsite.
We got our job back. We're coming. Yeah. Oh, they just got home. Are you glad to be back in Vegas?
You got a sourdough yet? Helen need to talk to me about how to make any sourdough. I'm only a phone call away. Thanks, John. No way.
We're at 20 and 20, but a lot of people have come and gone, I think, so.
2 eggs, 1 basket says, hi, Dougie. Jason and Amanda.
Yeah, you know, the people who live next door.
You used to be neighbors.
Yeah. Yeah, so interesting.
Patty's pickling? What are you pickling, Patty?
John. It's my bedtime. I must like you guys. Okra. I don't like it unpickled. I imagine I would. Now, beets I like.
Oh, okra? Yeah.
I like beets. I don't like okra.
How about fermenting all that stuff? Have you thought about that? Tried doing that, like making sauerkraut or anything like that?
Yes, Doug, we are. Yeah, we got our job back with Guard One, and so we're coming.
You gonna be there?
And they're saying La-Z Daze RV
is booking up
in Quartzsite, California, or Quartzsite, Arizona. They're booking up, so we'll see.
Yes. John says yes, and Doug says yes.
John's coming?
No, to fermenting.
And Doug said yes to.
Once and it was okay. Gonna try again soon.
Doug said yes to.
Going to Quartzsite.
Yes.
Yeah. Leah
See, you need kimchi. Your own life, huh? Because you talk all this fermenting and.
Leah makes kimchi. I'm not a real fan of it, but she sure loves it. We'll boondock for a while. Of course you will, with the provost. We know.
Yeah. They surround him. Won't let him out. There's our train. Our train's here.
Sent you an email. Let me know if you got it. Okay. Perfect.
Hope you put your number on. I'll call you when this is over with if you're still up. Did he come?
I'm chicken.
You're chicken?
I'm chicken.
No Prevost, please. Yeah. They had Dougie surrounded, man. He's like, these guys are all parked all around me and I can't get out. Yeah, let's go over and start knocking them out. They'll let you out. You know, some people don't like beets, but I'll tell you what I like. If beets are really good, I like them on a salad, man. They're excellent. I'll eat them just straight up, but yeah.
economicrefugeesrv@gmail.com. Is that who you emailed? RV Bandwagon? Because I'm not seeing it.
I don't know. I'll try again. He's going to try again. Yep. Well, we're going to have a garden some year. We have a team here now with a fully self-contained ambulance. I have to go check it out. Yeah. Yeah, I see a lot of people. The nice thing about those ambulances, they have a lot of storage. A lot of storage.
Yeah, fried okra. Oh yeah, fried okra is really yummy. I love it too.
Okay, so I do have to share some news with you. Class A RV. I don't know if anyone saw his video today. I know you guys love hearing about him. So he has done something really interesting that, and actually I haven't been commenting, but I had to comment today.
Wow. Doug, he put over 8,000 miles on this trip.
Yeah, well, that's good.
That is good.
He put the fantastic bets, he put them on the side of the RV. And I wrote him and told him, I said, hey, you can't do that. It's going to leak like crazy. They're not designed to be on their side. They have to be on the top so water can run off of them. And another guy liked my thing and said, "You're right. It's the thing is going to leak like a sieve." I don't know what he's thinking. The guy is just, and he's welding so much material up on the high side of that RV that when he eventually does go for a ride, he's going to be scared to death to drive it because it's going to be so top heavy. I mean, these RVs, even when they're light built, like ours is kind of a low profile. It's only about 6'4" high on the inside, and I mean, some of like the Alpha Sia and stuff like that, they're like 12 feet high ceilings in them, and those things are real kind of like get this kind of action going with all that steel up there, he's going to be very, very scared. He's taking the propane tanks out, taking all the weight off the bottom, and put all the steel on top.
Over-engineered.
Yeah.
You know, I did point out a fact to Bill today, though. The reason people watch him is not because he's smart; it's because he's so dumb. That's why people watch him. It's not because he's got great ideas. It's because people just really can't believe that he's actually doing this. And
he's a good fabricator. He's a good welder. I'll give him that. But there's guys that have built these RVs themselves and done roof raises and all kinds of other things, and they realize that sometimes there can be problems. You got to keep.
Got it, RV bandwagon. Got it. Would you guys like his number? Just kidding.
Let's show it on TV here.
All right.
Well, 5 quarts of oil is not bad for 8,000 miles.
No, it's half a quart.
Oh, half a quart. Yeah, I usually don't use any oil, so I've used a little bit of oil when I was running hard, but I don't do a lot of running hard. Yeah. So anyway, you gotta when you I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, then you gotta tilt it in a little bit or something. There's different things you got to do, but he's got it hanging way out, and a lot of the bracketry I've been looking at, putting all that heavy steel on the original brackets.
He may land a job with one of the big RV producers.
I doubt that. I really doubt it. I think a lot of guys that are in the know, like personally myself, I know a little bit about stuff like that, and that's pretty scary, man. I mean,
hey, Teresa, do you watch him? Have you ever watched him? Do you have time to watch him? What he's building it's a rolling wreck. He's gonna have problems with it just because of simple physics. It's just yeah.
I mean, if he was building like a tiny house, something that he was going to just live in, that'd be a different story. But he's up there on running down dirt roads and everything else. And I'll tell you what, when we had the Lance camper, we put it on the pickup truck. There was a couple of times when we got in situations.
It was scary.
And it felt like it might want to go over, and nothing overkill like what he's doing, because he's got all this metal up there, and he still has not put any
Walls. No
windows or nothing. No
walls.
walls, no nothing, no floor. So I mean, you know,
on wheels, exactly.
when you build a sailboat, you got to put ballast in the bottom. It's the same way with these. That's why they put all this storage and stuff on these RVs so that you can put stuff down below to kind of stabilize it a little bit, you know.
Mountain Laurel, we think it would be great to meet you guys, all of you guys too. So be in Quartzsite. a bunch of the YouTubers are always there. It's nice to meet.
Who said they wanted to
Mountain Laurel.
Oh yeah, where are they at?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Engineers can weld, but welders aren't
engineers. Well, believe it or not, most of the people on here we met.
Quite a few.
Yeah. Hey, do you have an RV, Mount Laurel?
No time, but lots watch wrecks just to see what happens. It's a way to get views when you're different from all the rest. Hey, Vince. Hi.
There's Vince. Hi, Vince.
Yeah, Teresa, you're not wrong in that. He's very different. He's got like 50,000 subscribers.
I don't know. I
think so.
When I first started watching him, he didn't have very many. I think he probably had about 4,000 to 6,000, something like that. And then he's you know, but he asks people for money all the time.
Yeah.
He's always asking for money. So.
And honestly, when you talk about subscribership, it's not fast that makes you or breaks you on a channel. It's views.
Yeah, there's a guy that I've been watching a lot lately. He has 27,000 subscribers, but most of his videos are getting close to 200,000 views. So I mean, he's killing it, and that's the thing, you know. He's the type of guy. He's not real exciting to watch. I mean, I subscribe to him, but he does these things, California desert, Arizona desert, stuff like that. And he goes and finds these weird. He did a thing today. I saw a video where there's one of the missions in California, and it looks like it did back in the 1800s when they built the thing, because it's just so far off of the beaten path, you know.
Mike says he won't make it to Quartzsite.
Yeah, he will. That's what we were saying 2 weeks ago, and now see where we're at. We're going again. So.
You guys just may decide to take early retirement and hit the road.
So, well, Mount Laurel, if you have an RV, see, we have our RV spots here on our property. So, we would invite you to come and stay for a few days if you would like to. You can come here. We have full hookups.
Through, if you're on a way to somewhere else and we're in your path, let us know.
Yeah.
Hey, Mellow Cat, thanks for joining us. So good to see you.
Haven't seen her in a long time.
We haven't. I think since yesterday.
Yeah.
Too many responsibilities right now.
See, we met Mega Man Mike, Teresa. We haven't met Vince yet. Let's see, 2 eggs in a basket, Mellow Cat.
Patricia comes. We've met them.
Yeah.
Doug
D. Doug D was just here.
2 eggs, 1 basket RV.
3 or 4 weeks ago, stayed for a couple of days.
Who else? Yeah, met a lot of you.
Well, we met a lot of people in Quartzsite. That's where we met Teresa.
That is where we met Teresa, where it all began. Love the video of my boy playing at the lake.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute?
We didn't get that was one of those videos that we really did for our kids and grandkids and for us, because he's such a goofball.
He does love that.
I mean, most of the time he's just doing what he's doing right now. He's just laying in his bed.
Boat, beach, and barbecue.
Yeah.
But when we got to the beach, the barbecue wasn't working, so we had to get back.
It was full of water. It rusted.
Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Cat, that's all right. You can be late.
Who can? Mellow Cat. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm late.
That was last week.
That was last week?
That was the name of our video.
Oh, sorry, I'm late.
We're late.
We're late, yeah. Yeah, we're digging in for winter right now and getting the RV ready to roll again, hopefully by the 1st of the year. Awesome.
There you go.
You can make it just in time to go to Quartzsite.
Yep.
Cross country.
Yeah, because we're gonna be there around between January 5th and January 10th. We usually get there before the 5th, right around the 3rd or 4th. But I'm not gonna rush it this year. We're gonna get out. I'm gonna walk and drink a lot of water.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. No more of this other crap anymore.
I'm sure you all know why.
Yeah.
If you don't, ask and we'll tell you.
What are you doing? You gotta see this dog. He's a total goofball. Let's see if I can put it on.
No, he's not gonna do it.
What are you doing? Show everybody what a goofball you are. See?
No, not gonna perform.
Nope, I'm
I'm
not.
not your
As soon as you
circus
turn it
monkey.
away, I'll act like a crazy dog again. Come here.
No.
Come over here.
I don't want to.
Come here.
Let's take him out. Lie to the poor puppies.
Well, maybe we should let all these nice folks have their evening. Huh?
I reckon so.
We're kind of tired. We've been rolling hard. We sleep on a bed. My daughter downstairs at my daughter's house, and it's the mattress, to say the least. You got to get about this far in, or it just throws you right back in. So it's weird. And we sleep on our sleeping bag. We take our sleep bags, and he loves the sleeping bag, so he gets in the middle and just starts doing this number. I mean, you just gotta make sure he has plenty of room.
I got up this morning. I'm not kidding you when I tell you this is how much room I had most of the night. And I woke up and I sat up in bed at 6 o'clock, and I looked at these two, and I thought, you know what? I'm done. I'm just done. I got up. So tonight I'm gonna push on them, and I'm gonna get some sleep.
Goofball, did you get the image I sent you in Messenger?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. I haven't.
Well, have you said all you want to say?
Yeah.
Have you said all you want to say? If you got something to say it now. Because if not, we're going to let you all.
Birthday Zoom call. Oh yes, it was Mellow Cat's birthday on the 1st.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday, Mellow Cat.
Yeah, you can either come here or you can come to Quartzsite. Like I say, everybody, it's lazy, so it's L-A-Z Daze DAZE RV Park.
Again, you guys, you go on Facebook and you join the Facebook group RV Economic Refugees RV
Facebook
page.
group, yeah.
Then I put all the information, all the contacts.
It's only $30 a month. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, to join that. No cost.
Everybody's charging now for everything. I don't blame them, man. It's getting hard to live, but we try not to do that.
Yeah, when people come over, we tend to have campfires.
Yeah, we have wood, we have campfires
here and in Quartzsite.
And we used to have a Mexican restaurant, but it closed. But we have another Mexican restaurant just 17 miles away. So.
The view is beautiful when you're driving.
Yeah, it's nice.
Real pretty.
Of course, everything is. We have fall colors heavy coming on right now, so the trees are.
So next week they're going to start CMA, Christian Motorcycle Association, which is just down the road from us. They're going to have changing of the colors, so there'll be a bunch of.
Yeah, a lot of motorcycles.
That's a lot.
That's why I want to get a shop so we could take all these Christians' buddies, huh? I used to work on all these pastors' motorcycles, and I used to call them the tent dwellers. They didn't like that. But.
You want to go outside? Say goodnight. Say goodnight.
All right, guys, we're gonna shut her down, and I'm gonna call you RV bandwagon as soon as this thing goes dead. So we'll talk to you in a few minutes. All right, guys.
for joining
Good night. Thanks for
Good night.
joining us. We'll talk to you next Monday.